wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. I'm always right.
What is going on, believers? Guys, it is going to get real ugly. We've added Twitter, by the way, for live streaming purposes. I don't know how that works. I don't know if that works, but I do know that it might work. We are in what we call the shit right now. And it's going to get real ugly in the crypto markets over the next 24 hours. So to give you an idea, the Dow Jones is down 600 points. Closing out the day, all it did was rain down. And the reason for that is because the inflation numbers are due out tomorrow. Now, when the inflation numbers come out tomorrow, you can expect a full board sell-off. The market ended at 32,200. And most experts are now predicting at least a 10% sell-off to happen tomorrow. So if you are not stabled on your crypto, right now is probably going to be the time to lead off the 7 o'clock South Korea time. The South Korean market, they absolutely had an incredible sort of sell-off. And we saw it and we witnessed it for the first, as soon as they woke up, you could see this full capitulation start to happen right here. 30,000. I told you, I've been posting this on Twitter, by the way, just to let you guys know, because I was trying to let people know it's coming. We can't hold 30,000 for very long. We were trading right at 30,100. And then right here, you see this was the beginnings of it. And then all of a sudden it was gone. Then it dropped down to 29.7, started to build itself back up. And now we are back to another sell-off happening. The Chinese market is now waking up, and we'll see where the Chinese market is, but I don't expect it to be very much better, if better at all. So if you are not stabled, then stabled you probably should be, because I got a feeling that we are not going to look very good. Now, obviously, this is brought about by inflation, and it's brought about by world events. And you can see right here, Bitcoin's at 29,843, down 1%. ETH is finally holding a little bit of ground, only down 0.84 by comparison. But when you look at the price action, it's still at 1777. You know, we spent a lot of time looking at Ethereum around 2,500 or 3,000. So we're really used to that number, and we're down about 50% from there. And you can see in the layer 2 markets for Ethereum, you can see that it's all pretty much great all the way down. Solana had a little bit of a push upwards, but it's not much. It's not significant. And by the way, if this one annoys you and you don't like this, this is the crypto bubbles for the trailer parks. So if you guys want to look at this one, you can look at this one too, and you can see what's going on here. Luna's down 54%. Now, part of the reason that we're seeing the massive sell-off right now in the South Korean market is because old criminal himself, he has so we got a report that said that Do Kwon has moved $80 million a month into crypto wallets, random crypto wallets, over the last few months, being confirmed right now by the SEC, and they are cooperating with the South Korean government, and it's probably going to get real ugly for Do Kwon over the next little while. So he is certainly and assuredly starting to feel at least some sort of heat. He did make his Twitter private, so that only specific followers now can follow him, or something along those lines. It was a little bit awkward. You know, one of those situations where you did something that's just ridiculous, and it is what it is. He is who he is. The guy's got issues. But guys, tonight before you go to bed, no matter what you're doing, please make at least a concerted effort here to stabilize your holdings. Do not get caught flat-footed. This market is going to run badly. The Dow, as you can see here, is down 638 points over the course of 24 hours. Morningstar shows that pretty much the same thing. Big pile of red. And when you look at the markets on the overnight, then you see China might have a little bit of positivity. You might see a little bit coming out of Finland. But other than that, all you have is just blood in the water. So I think this is the move, and we're probably about to witness that full capitulation down to 21,000 and down to, I think now the 1,200 seems to have gone by the wayside, and now we're talking about a 1,400 Ethereum. And the reason is because I there's a lot going on in the crypto world to like. The problem is, if you talk to the whales, if you talk to the investors, if you talk to the people that have the money, that want to put the money in, their response is, look, this is dangerous right now, and we don't want to get caught flat-footed and lose because we're not sure that this market is going to be kind to us. They're going to put their money in, but they can't put their money into something that's just going to tank. I mean, losing money is not on their it's not on their agenda. So we're going to have to see how this plays out, but I don't really have a good feeling about where the market is. Now, that's also potentially a good thing. We might find a pocket somewhere where the market starts to show some level of support, but I don't feel like 30,000. I think 28.5 is the next step, and we're going to start to see, as we're talking, we're starting to see red as we start to bleed a little bit downward. Now, this is going to affect every token, by the way. We're probably going to experience a lot of sell pressure. Now, we're just seeing a little bit right now, but as the night goes on, we might experience quite a bit more. So just keep your eyes out, make sure that you stable. So now let's talk about news. There's real news. First mover, Asia. Ethereum's Ropsten merge prompts mixed analyst sentiment. Bitcoin is flat. Some observers question whether Ethereum can stay relevant after switching from a proof of work to a proof of stake. Now, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard anybody say. That is the kind of stupid talk that you get from stupid people who say stupid stuff about stupid things that they don't know about. This is ridiculous to say that Ethereum is going to fall off. Ethereum is where the volume is. It's where the transactions are. And even if it's not completely on Ethereum, it's on the layer twos. So give it up. This is a press down right now that we're witnessing, but proof of stake is going to reduce those fees. It's going to make things a lot easier, and this is where the ecosystem is. So what they're telling you, that's not real. This is just more of what I keep telling you. This is that manufactured craziness, because guess what? Fidelity's Abigail Johnson reaffirms that crypto commitment in bear market. This is my third crypto winner. The U.S. brokerage CEO said at Consensus 2022, looking back at the firm's trailblazing journey into digital assets. And we're still in here. So, yeah, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the people with the money saying, hey, we're going to keep putting money in this because it's good for business. And if it's good for business, why wouldn't you keep doing that, right? So moving on here just a little bit more, Bitcoin and Ethereum technical analysis. They're slightly lower, but here's the big deal. The big deal right here is the U.S. inflation report. And the U.S. inflation report, I am told, is probably not going to be good. If we see a sign of positivity out of it, it'll be nice to see some kind of positivity out of it, but don't expect to see very much positivity in this, because it doesn't look like the market has. Listen, in the 4 weeks since we got the last report, gas prices have gone up another 17%. So if you think that inflation's coming down, you're out of your mind. The best thing that you can say is that there's some sort of easing or something like that. Now, what this also means is that the Fed probably will, instead of 50 base points, is probably going to be looking at 75 very soon, because they are going to have to do something to rein in spending and get people to stop putting money into asset. That's the only way that they're going to fix it. And otherwise, we're just going to be 75% of all businesses have said they believe that we are headed to a recession. So that's where we are. Blockchain firm Edge launches a confidential crypto MasterCard. That's a big, big deal. See what you're seeing here? You're seeing Abigail Johnson of Fidelity say that they're still going hard into cryptocurrency. You're seeing new non-KYC MasterCards so that you can spend crypto. Like, there's a lot going on, a lot of positives that are happening. Between Bitcoin and shitcoin, you are going to have a revolution. It's just a matter right now of money. And these guys all know it. They're still just stuck in this spot. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. And go over here, close to 1 in 3 surveyed hedge funds plan crypto investments. More good news. 1 in 3 hedge funds plan crypto investments. So mass adoption is here. It's all here. It's right in front of us. So what's holding everything down? Institutional money. And the institutional money, it will come back. It will come back as soon as we get a little bit of positive news in this market. So, but for now, when this inflation number comes out, people are going to be shocked by this number, and they're going to look at it. And I can tell you this: if you say boner biting stuff like "hey mug" or anything crazy, then you're going to be having a great time with your memes for the next bunch of days, because it is not going to look real good for America. But let's move on to our section of the woods, and you can see right here that all of what's going on right now is starting to weigh down heavily on what we trade. So WAGMI is at 59.87, down a couple hundred points from earlier where it was trading over 6,100. BTFA still kind of riding it along because they do have their launch coming in about 24 more hours. I said 24 hours today. It's actually 48 hours because June 10th became 11th. So I got pushed back just a short period of time. Still trading at 1092, but you did see a little capitulation off of Volt, which was trading at 7,400 earlier, down to 7,100. Terra holding firm around 1,800. The rest of the market, not really much of a change there. We're still seeing a little bit coming down on Shiba Doge, and Bandex is down another 100 points, taking it to 2147. Still up about 2 million market cap. So that was good. Now, earlier today, we did have a massive run on Luna, which I don't know if did it last. Yeah. So Luna is having quite the little run now because people have found out that we do have that vote went through. And if you're not sure of what the vote was on Luna Classic, the governance vote went through. Where is it? Okay, here we go. So it went through for a 1.2% burn and tax on all transactions, creating what could be a gigantic, and the rock means gigantic burn mechanism. So you got to go over here and find Luna Classic and look at the volume over the course of the day. Now the market cap, you can see right here, is up 72%. The volume on the 24-hour, $609 million. That is no joke. That is a gigantic amount of money every single day. And imagine that 1.2% of that is being burnt off every single day. Within a few days, you're going to see a massive run on the price. So just be aware and just be watching right now, because you're about to see maybe something special happen with Terra Classic. Now, the voting has not ended yet. The voting doesn't end for another 11 to 12 hours. But what they do is they immediately implement these things once they've passed. So 12 hours from now, you are going to see the start of what I think is going to be a run on Terra Classic. Now, I don't know where it ends. I can only guess at this point. And it depends probably on where you have. You have to go back through the wormhole, maybe, if you want to pair it with something. But if you want to pair it on the ETH chain, or if you want to pair it on the BNB chain, then be prepared. Like if it starts to burn, and if it starts to really, really burn, then you can see 100x off of this thing just in a short time. Like, I mean, it will happen, and it will start happening very quickly, that you will see. And it won't be because the market cap is going up. It'll happen because they're burning a significant supply of the tokens, and they are not putting them into a wallet. They are actually burning them off the chain. So you're going to see a gigantic run coming here. It doesn't mean, and by the way, you've also heard a little bit of some of the validators saying that they will now support the Luna Classic as well and continue to help support it. So it's a lot going on with Luna. So don't sell your Luna bag, but I would definitely stable almost everything else. So that's where I think the market is. You can see that Bitcoin is back on a little bit of a run. It started to mint a few green candles since we've been talking. That's a pretty good sign, but you're not seeing the same push. You're seeing a little push, but you're not seeing the same kind of push on Ethereum. So I think that Ethereum is just very tired right now. And I think Ethereum, I think the whole market is going to need some really good news in order to get it to move in the right direction. But Ethereum and Bitcoin are still tied hand in hand, and they will work themselves out in short order. So if we see a run, and you get a run tonight, then you can get Bitcoin back up to 30,000, stable. Get stable. If you miss out on some profit, it's okay. If you miss a little bit of it, you're going to be fine. What you're not going to be fine with is a 21,000 Bitcoin in 12 hours from now or 15 hours from now when the report comes out and we see that things have gotten just out of hand crazy. So just be aware. You definitely want to be in a better position, and you won't be in a better position if you don't play the market right. And I just want you guys to know that it's going to feel crazy. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even tuning in on that. I don't have any idea what's going on. I just think that the people who are Donald Trump supporters that are in the bag for Donald Trump, you guys are going to be having a field day with memes. But listen, I think we can all agree. Like, I don't care what side you're on. The memes on the right are way funnier. I mean, they are way funnier. I posted one today, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but like, I mean, that shit was hilarious. Get in, loser. We're fixing the economy. And the car wrecks immediately. I mean, come on. That is funny. I mean, I know it's not funny to be losing money or anything like that, but you know what? I didn't make this mess. I didn't create it. So, But the left can't meme. That's an old motto. And like, they absolutely can't. What do you need help with, man? If you've fallen and can't get up, man, I cannot help you. I'm just here to tell you that right now. Oh, by the way, I'm now simulcasting. I am on Facebook. I'm on Twitch. I think, but I'm not sure that I'm on Twitter. I might be live streaming on there right now. I'm public on my stream on what do you call it? Public on Facebook, yeah, and then Twitch as well, and then we're on Twitter too. So I don't know if we're live on Twitter or not. That I'm actually curious about. I set it up so that we did go live, just in case. But oh, son of a bitch, we are live. So yeah, we're live everywhere now. So how about that? Now everybody can see that I listen. I got Jason shit going on in the background. Hey, we're getting a run. Bitcoin's up to 30,000. Listen, if this continues to run and you continue to see like some real good pressure to the upside, then that's going to be great. But just do not forget when this starts to get tired and you start to see this, then take your profit, like get out, because I'm telling you right now, this doesn't end well. So what do we get? We got over 30,000, and then we got the push back downward because 30,000, like everybody decided, I'm going to take my profit at 30,000 because I've been taking profit at 30,000 for days. Are you kidding me? Like, why does it always feel like investors have the extra chromosome? You know what I'm saying? You get it. You get it. Like, why does it always, you just get this weird thing where it's, oh, it's 30,000, so now it's got to go down right now because I set my stop loss over at 30,000. You know what I mean? You can't make this shit up, people. But anyway, so it looks like the Chinese market is going to make a push here. Indian market is probably still going to do the same thing they were doing, which is not good. European market has been okay, so they'll probably go down. But the U.S. market, you were like, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to stay nervous until this is until this is all done. So. Can you explain Volt as in the different chains? Is my BSC Volt coin still the same as the ETH Volt? New issue, still learning about multi-chains. One chain be left behind. Could one chain be left behind? No, because you can move your tokens back and forth across the chains in order to help fix the price every day. And that's what the bridge does, is it automatically does it. Now, if you're trading right now and you're looking on one side versus the other side, then you might see that the BSC side will run a little bit. But what you'll also see, so that we don't have to manually do it in the system by moving tokens back and forth, is you'll see what's called arbitrage, where somebody will get a run on BSC and they get a big profit. So then they sell their profit, convert it to ETH, and then they go to the ETH side and they buy and they ride that wave up. And it basically balances the whole process out over time so that the bridge doesn't have to actually do any of the work. The bridge only does the work when you authorize it to do the work, but that's all. Stabling your tokens, stabling your coins is just, you're just holding it in USDC or USDT so that it doesn't go down. I mean, listen, if you, let's just say you have $30,000 right now, okay, and you cash out at $30,000 right now, then you have you were holding one Bitcoin and now it's 29,900. So you have $29,922, right? Now it's true that it could go up to 30,000, 31,000, something like that. You could have a run and you could miss out on making $1,000. But it's more likely in this market with what's going on and what's going to happen tomorrow that the price of Bitcoin is going to go down. And you could still buy that same one Bitcoin from your stablecoin tomorrow for 27,000 or 26,000 or 25,000. You know, it may go like on Ethereum. If it's 1,800 right now and you stable at 1,800 and you have 10 Ethereum, that's $18,000. Tomorrow, if it goes down to 1,400, then for 14,000, you could buy that same 10 and then you could let it run back up to 18,000 and hold it for that. And you'd make $4,000. But you'd already have an extra $4,000 because it costs you less. It's just making more money for you. So that's why you want to stable it, because you don't want to get caught with your investment price going down. The only place that you want to get caught with some investments going down are something that you might have that you've set up for yourself as a long-term hodl, like WagMe Games or BTFA or Volt or Terra or Fan or CVC or GOAT or Shift or Bandex or Shiba Doge or any one of these, Cult, Caw, Hex, Ape, any one of these that you've got as a long-term hold, leave it as a long-term hold. But if you're unsure about it and you don't want to get quote unquote wrecked, like for example, I'll give you an example here. We can actually use CVC. CVC is a great example. If you held on from the beginning and you've been holding this token the entire time, right? Then this is where you are. And there's nothing wrong with the token, by the way. There's nothing wrong with the token. But you would have bought in early and you had 7 zeros and it would have run up. And if you didn't take profit and you didn't exit like at this point, or if you didn't exit at this point right here, then all of your investment is way down here. Now, if your investment came in here at 1,000 and you're down here at 4,100, this was 1,394, 1,400. So basically, the launch price was about 1,400. So you're now down to 1/3 of the bag that you had before, because that's what this represents, is about 1/3 of where you were before. So if you had 1 ETH, now you only have 0.3 ETH. So, if you're in one of these and it's kind of new and it's been on the run, then, it might be a good time to stable if you don't think it's going to run. If you think that it might run, then you just hold on to it and you take the loss if you need to take the loss, because that's like your moon bag or something like that. And if you were responsible and you took your profit up here and you have your moon bag, just let it ride, because you've already done your due diligence. You already put your money. I mean, what you should be doing is putting your extra money into like stable altcoins, right? I mean, that's really what we're all supposed to be doing. We don't do it all the time, but that's what we should be doing. Is all the money that we make off of WAGMI, we cut half of that profit out and we put half of that profit into something stable like Ethereum or Bitcoin or something like that, something that we know is going to run up and it's going to do maybe double, maybe triple, but nothing more than that. But it's also safe and it won't go down 90%. It'll only go down like 60%. So you're just kind of hedging to try to keep yourself ahead of the curve on losing money. So that's why you just want to stable in order to make sure that you don't get wrecked. That's it. Okay, so which is better, Geno's East, Lou Malnati's, or Giordano's? I'm a maxi for Giordano's. Like, something about Giordano's and the way they make pizza for me is just the absolute shit, man. I love the way Giordano is not that much different from Giordano's to me. I think it's, like I think they do something pretty similar. So if if you were saying, hey man, believes it's your birthday, I'm taking you out for your birthday for pizza, then I would say Giordano's is the place, because they also have these Parmesan fries, and the Parmesan fries are to die for, like a snack. But oh man, they are just so good. And I like to have those every time too. But I don't really go out to Giordano's as much anymore. They're kind of far away from where I am right now. If I'm over here, I actually have to go to Lou Malnati's or Geno's East because they're closer to me. Or Aurelio's. What's going on, Richards? Yeah, no worries, Ryan. You just got to be safe. Just got to be safe about it. How does my wallet still show the old WAGMI at the same? That's just a bug between Coinbase. You're probably using a Coinbase or a Trust wallet, and it's just a bug between CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko and their servers and your wallet. That's all. What's going on, man? All right, so I hope that I explained that. I feel like I covered it to the best of my ability. Just, this market is going to we're in trouble. Like we're gonna see. We just got another green candle over here. We didn't get a buy sentiment on our chandelier, but we did get a buy over here. So we're starting to see maybe this is going to run up just a little bit more. So you might have a little time before we start to see this all break down. but we're going to see a breakdown. Like, it just feels like this is the time that we see the big sort of shakeout. All of the things that could be going wrong in America are ready to go wrong right now. So when that happens, and when you see that that's about to happen, that's when you should make sure that you stable, because even if you have, like, there's no chance that we have good inflation data. Everybody here knows what they're buying. They know how much money they're spending. Nothing here is going to end well tomorrow. So we're going to have a full blown just dump in this market, and it's going to look gross. So first of all, it's not going to be immediate. I don't think you have to really get the answer to that. Like, I feel like maybe it would be, and what's going on, Cody Core. But for that, you have to look at how this whole thing happened the last time. And I know I probably bore the shit out of you guys because I use this chart a lot to go kind of look at it. But this right here is where the shit show began. And you can see right here that we hit that bottom number on, let's see, right here, $1.194 trillion, which, by the way, if you're looking for Giordano's, July 20th, the lowest point in crypto, was my birthday. So if you want to take me out for pizza, it's on July 20th. So that takes you to where we are. And the next day, it was only up 7 billion. But within, what do we call this? 27th? 7 days later, right, y'all, we were at 1.45. So we had gained $270 billion back in market value. Then we got on a run up here, and we got another 200 back in. Then we dumped a little bit back down 100 and something billion. Then we went on another run, and it took until August 14 to get to 2 trillion. Then we dumped back down to 1.9 trillion. Then we ran a little bit more. Then we pumped here to 2.3. We're feeling a little bit good. This starts to dump a little bit again, back down below, and we're at 1.8 trillion. And then we just get on a run. And this run right here starts and starts and starts. And then we hit right here. This right here is where the meme coin market last went crazy. Right here on the 11th. I think it was the 11th. I'll tell you exactly which day it was, by the way, just in case any of you guys are historians and you're wondering exactly which date it was. It was October 7. So on October 7 was the day that, right here, that's the day that meme coins went just parabolic and crazy. And then that started running. And then we ran up and up and up and up and up and up. And that's when we had the blow off top at around 68,000. Again, looked like it was manufactured. Everybody says it was manufactured. So we have to believe that it was. And then but that took from July to November. So that's 4 months to get to that run. The only thing that we're worried about at this point is moving upwards every single day and starting to see some light. We want to take Ethereum, and we want to get back to Ethereum because, I mean, you got to look at let's not look at the day. Let's really take a look at the weekly chart on Ethereum just to get a kind of an idea here. Like, this is how bad Ethereum has been performing lately. This is the week chart, and this is a week chart. But you see right here, like we've just been going down 3, 6, 9. We're down 10 weeks in a row on Ethereum, but 10 weeks ago we were at 35.65 as a trading price. So that's kind of crazy. We were at double where we are right now 10 weeks ago. So 10 weeks from now, it is entirely possible that your Ethereum value would double. Now, here's the thing about it. Just so you guys understand, for those of you, if this is your first kind of, if this is your first time dealing with this situation, this crypto winter sort of thing, and you're dealing with the down market, if this is your first time, then guess what? you're in for this. It's going to get, what the fuck is going on here? Why is my, I don't even know what's going on with my charts anymore. I swear to God. Maybe it's TradingView being connected or something like that. Or maybe it's because I just moved it back. I don't know. But these tokens are going to move a little bit, but not a lot. Volt's got some announcements coming. So like they might go on a crazy run. BTFA starting tomorrow. They might sell out at 10,000. Well, 24 hours from now. They might sell out at 20. How goddamn long is it, by the way? BTFA, you're killing me tonight because I can't remember exactly how many more hours we got. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, populate. Well, the timer ran out, but it's not time yet. There's still a little over 24 hours. But they really kind of feel like at this point that they're going to sell out of all 10,000 NFTs. And not only are they selling out of NFTs, but they got 4 NFTs that they're going to give people 10,000 Ethereum for. They've got one called the Galaxy Ape that they're going to give away 20,000 in Ethereum for. So like they got some crazy shit going on, and that is going to drive their price, and it will drive the price of Bandex as well. Terra does not have anything going on until July 4th. So I don't think their run, if there is a run for Terra Pool, price starts about a week before. So let's call that June 27. That's maybe the time that we start to see Terra run. Unless Terra gets on an exchange that we don't know about currently, then we'll see a run on Terra. Otherwise, we could see the market start to run, but our meme coins won't run. We can see Shiba Doge, which was down to 7,100 just a little while ago, now up to 75. Is that right? Or am I thinking backwards? Is it backwards or forward? No, so it's at 75 now. It was at 76 before. So you can see this one, the same thing. Like we could see Ethereum just take a run, and the only thing that we get is the trading pair increasing the value because Ethereum is on a run. So all of these tokens are not going to move just because the market starts to move. These are secondary tokens. They're going to move way later. So yeah, you know what? I put in a few thousand on Gala the other day just to see what happens. And now I'm just kind of waiting to see, like, because I think that it's going to go on a run. It hasn't. I bought at 77 on 0.077 is what I bought in at on this one. So, but I mean, again, 10 weeks ago, it was at 27 cents. So I just have this feeling that I'm going to 4X it. I'm going to have 10 grand when it goes back up to 28 cents. And then, if it goes back to 80 cents or 85 cents, like if it hits a new all-time high, then I'll make a pretty good lick. So you never know. Crow, by the way, let's see. Where is Crow? No, Crow. Crow is down to 17 cents. Now, listen, all of you guys, I want you to pay attention to this, right? All of the experts that you guys follow, all of the guys that tell you about your investments, all the guys that you're listening to in this space, including me, we're telling you that you can get in on this at 30 cents or 34 cents. Like, this is my buy number, 30 cents. Well, you're at 17 now. What do you guys say about that? And look at this. Remember that the top is $1. So, yeah. Should be crazy, dog. Should be crazy. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, this is where the market is. We're going to have to, you can see right here, like Bitcoin is not holding up. Let's go back to the hours and kind of look. Well, you know what? Let's go back to minute charts. We're going to go back to 3 minutes, man, because that 1 minute is just too much for me. Like, my brain can't handle the bullshit that goes with a 1 minute chart. There we go. All right, so we can see here. Now we are moving upwards. You can see that there is a trend line forming down here on the bottom where we are. God damn it. Why did I do that on the bottom? God damn it. Let's try that one more time. There, you can see there's kind of a trend line forming, and we can move it around just a little bit to get the numbers exactly right. But you can see it forming right here. But it's definitely upward movement in the last little while. So hopefully that means that this Asian market is in a good space, headspace, that is, and that they're going to keep running it. But I don't know. All I'm saying is get wrecked tomorrow. If you don't stable your stuff, you are going to wreck. And there you go. Terra Classic will burn 99% in 1 year. So by the way, so here, so Terra Classic, 1.2% burn on every transaction is going to start in 12 hours, basically, because they'll turn it on as soon as it's done. Gala go past $1, yes. Do you think that Phantom is a big deal now? July is the time to buy Phantom. We already did this one a couple days ago. Enjoyable. Yes, get in on Phantom anytime right now. Just make sure that you understand that it's money that you're going to hold on to for about 4 months, because the biggest number is right before Halloween for Phantom. And the last time this past year, it was up at like $3.44. So if you're looking at a play on Phantom, then I think I have it over here, and I can show you. Actually, I could show you, but it's easier if I probably showed you over here. Let's do CoinGecko on this one and find me Phantom, 33 cents. All right, so Phantom is at 33 cents, but if you look at the 1 year chart over here, then you can see that on right here on October 26th, it was trading at $3.14. Now, it also did make a big move again, a secondary pump to $3.29. But listen, I would have sold out right at this point right here, because Phantom does all their stuff like Ghost and Spirit and Spook, and all their tokens are based on like spooky names and scary names. So it's ready-made for Halloween. It gets the whole idea in like your headspace. And last time around July, it was trading at 22 cents, and it ran all the way up to $3.14. So yeah, I would 100%. I would 100% get into this now. If you can afford to just let some money ride for 4 or 5 months and then cash out on Phantom right around before Halloween, they will do it's buy the rumor, sell the news. They will sell off by the 30th. That money it'll be on its way back down. And I mean, it might pump a second time. You might get that next secondary pump. You might even get a third pump like you did last year. But I would sell off right before Halloween. Like on this one, it was 4 days before Halloween, which was that big high. And if you bought in, you got a 12x out of it. So there was that too. That was a pretty good run. Ship going to version 2. I have no idea. I would not stable my terrarium. When I say that you should stable stuff, what I'm saying is this: you're best as an investor when you come into a product, like say, for example, terrarium, and you go in for 1 Ethereum, and then when you make 2 Ethereum, you take out one of your Ethereum so that your original investment is back in your hand. And maybe you get a 2 or 3x and you can take some profit out or something like that. Like, because I don't want you to, like, selling off isn't always going to work for you, but you want to get your initial investment back out, and you want your initial investment to go into stable, and you want to be able to use that to buy like Ethereum, or you want to make other purchases and stuff like that. And you want to keep doing the same thing. When your WAGMI bag let's say you got 5 grand in WAGMI right now. If that doubles to 10 grand, take that 5 grand out, put it into Ethereum or something. That's where your money should come from. And then let your WAGMI bag. Now, does that mean that you will be stuck and that you won't be able to get that $1 million off of it? Yeah, that's exactly what it means. It means that you will just make a good profit if it moves. And I think that it's going to move. So I would think that it's a safe bet. Same thing with Terra. Like a Terra already has a $90 million market cap. For Terra to move in this market right now, it would take the launch of a blockchain. It would take the launch of almost everything that they have going for them all at the same time to get them like moving one more time. And if you really want that parabolic move, then it would take like a real Binance listing. And that Binance listing, not Binance US, but a real Binance listing, even though it would be US, a real listing like that would actually send this thing to the moon, and it would immediately give it a 10x and make it $1 billion market cap. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that it would happen, but go look at Binance on Twitter, and like, when's the last time they added a token? Like, are they adding tokens? So you really, the best thing for you to do is hold. If you believe in a product, hold on to that product. If you have if you have like a wish list, and by the way, I'll tell you this, Volt's going to do some crazy shit next week. So I would not sell my Volt. I'm not selling my Volt. I'm not selling my Terra. I'm not selling my Bandex. I'm not selling my Shift. I'm not selling my Shiba Doge. I'm not selling my WAGMI. All of this stuff that I have on my screen right here, I'm not selling. Now my Phantom, I'm not selling because I can't sell it because it's not worth nearly what I put in. My CVC, I took profit. Like I was in that pre-sale. So I was in for 2 Ethereum and I cashed out 6 Ethereum. So I kept 4 Ethereum and then I left 2 in. So I'm way down on my 2 Ethereum, but I already got 4 out. So even though I'm down on the Ethereum, I made a profit and I moved on, and I'm just holding that bag, waiting for that next big run to come. So GOAT token, I'm in GOAT token for it used to be 12 grand. I think it's like 2 grand now. And it's not been having a very good run. And, the market has just not borne it out. And they do have a partnership. They got a big partnership, but it's in the partner's hands when they're going to do something with it. So, and it's just like every other token. When you look down here and you start to look at what's going on, then like this doesn't look any different from everything else. Somebody told me about, where is it here? Sky token. Listen, this was a big deal not long ago. This was a big, big deal. And it was trading pretty well. Like it was up at $4 and $5 just a few weeks ago. Like this was a good deal, and it's capitulated all the way down to $1.25. And it's still a great deal. It's probably still a bargain at 45 million, but it made a bunch of money for a bunch of people way down here when it launched at a much cheaper price, and it held up pretty well overall. But you can see right here, like now, we probably need a day chart because it's been out for a little while. But when you look over here, I mean, like we're almost back down to the pre-sale level, to the original start level. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we're just, and it's a good deal. But here we are back at, not square one. Anybody who was in at the beginning is still feeling pretty good. But I hope you take what I mean here, that, we're all kind of dealing with a dip in a market that we're not really excited about. ApeCoin was at $27 the other day. It's at $5.60 today. So that's where we are as a market. So if you got something that's your special token, then hold on to it and, make something happen with it. But it's going to get ugly. This shit is going to get like really, really ugly. Dude, listen, at some point, the same thing going to happen. Look. I started off with $200 in crypto, and now my life has just changed, right? I'm not rich, but I can cash out a bunch of money if I need it for anything that I might need. Your life gets better. You have to go through a bull run, though. And I went through one last year, and I got real lucky with Saitama, and I took enough profit over the course of a while that it didn't change my life, but it made it a whole lot easier. Then, as this goes, up until just recently, and by the way, I'm not telling you guys to do this, but up until just recently, I was getting a lot of tips in YouTube. So like it was paying tremendous, like it was paying really good. So, everything was going really good. And the whole market's just kind of slowed down, but guess what? It's going to get better again. Like it's all this stuff is going to pick back up. Like any day now, we're going to start to see moves to the positive. We won't see anything gigantic. We won't see anything really big that moves, but we will see moves to the positive. And once you start to get a little bit of profit, once you turn that 200 into 2,000, and then you pull out 1,000, and your life is a little bit different, and you still have 1,000 in for the next leg up on Terrarium when it goes to 20 billion from 1 billion, and you get 20x on that, and now you have $20,000. When that sort of stuff starts happening, and it will happen all over the place, by the way. You just have to wait for the bull run. The thing is, we've just got to be patient. There's only going to be so many things that are going to go crazy at this point. What I told you about Volt is probably going to go crazy, but it's going to be a muted sort of crazy. Like when I say crazy, if it were to happen during a bull run, I'll just put it this way. If what I think is going to happen is it were to happen in a bull run, Volt would hit a $20 billion market cap in a week, maybe 2 weeks, just like that, because of the stuff that they have working. And by that, I mean like almost a 500x from where it is right now. But in this market, the stuff is still going to come out. It's still going to happen, but it's probably going to get a 20x, maybe a 30x, because that's just the way that this market treats it right now. Now it's possible that this thing goes 100x and people are just like, oh my God, this is the opportunity. And it just goes crazy because I think all of the things are starting to work themselves out to come like one after the other, to just keep Volt pushing. But you never know what's going to happen, especially in this kind of crypto market. So it's very difficult to say for certainty that that's going to happen. I think that it's got a chance to make a massive move. But if nobody's buying, then nobody's buying. Luckily, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The volume here is over 123,000 on a bad day. And in the overall market, it's over 5 million in the 24-hour window. If you go to CoinViewCap or CoinMarketCap and go check and see like what the trading is doing. So it's in a good position. So there's just a chance that some of these things are going to run. Banana Task Force 8 tomorrow. This thing is, it is entirely possible that BTFA goes absolutely bonkers tomorrow, because there are some, and I'm hearing it third-handed, by the way. I'm not hearing it first-handed, but I'm hearing it third-handed, that there are some very big people that are about to be involved in BTFA that are going to change this thing like crazy. So that's where we are. So let me wrap this up, guys, because I'm going to go walk my dog. But guys, be very careful tonight, because this market is going to get ugly. It's going to get like disgustingly ugly. And I don't want you guys to get wrecked. So take a hard look at your portfolio, take a hard look at your wallet, make good decisions. I stabled mine a little while back. I'm pretty safe in what I'm doing right now. I move it around every once in a while. I try to play dips on Ethereum. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I was up a couple thousand the other day, then I lost 1,000. Then I was up another 1,000, then I was down another 1,000. So it just keeps going, and like Safe Ape is going to have one of those runs at some point too. We've got a lot of good projects that just need a good bull run. When we get to that bull run, guys, everybody's life in this chat is going to be changed forever for the better if you just make good decisions. And one of those good decisions tonight is look at your portfolio Anything that you feel like for sure is not going to move, that you're willing to take the risk on, stable it. Get that stuff into USDT. Make your money, because I promise you, if the market goes sideways tomorrow and it goes way down, everything is going to be on sale. I mean, everything is going to be on sale. And if you're into something for $500 and you get out of it for $500, tomorrow you might be able to get double that amount for $500. So that's the way this thing works. So that's my time, guys. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleaves. I'm always right. And I want you guys to be safe out there because it's going to start getting ugly.